This is how I got fired from my first job.
How dare you say that word around here?
The J-O-B.
Let me take you back to 2018. A beautiful time with TikTok was just blowing up and Dusty Debit was still a part of the Fortnite map. So I just got off school from summer vacation. Oh, and you know that feeling, right?
It hit so hard.
Because of course I'm strolling out of school with the biggest smile on my face, ready for an amazing summer vacation.
Laugh and Juicy cannot relate. They get out of school and it's just raining.
Oh, so that's how it's gonna be.
Is chucking it down out here.
Oh, it's raining cats and dogs out there, isn't it, today?
We do not say that.
But these are gonna be 8 pure weeks of hanging out with my friends, playing video games all day, watching as much anime as I want, and turning my bedroom into a hibernating bear's cave. I used to ride my bike to school, right? This is the Netherlands, okay? This is no American wishy-washy with your cars, your F-150s.
You don't like the diesel in the air?
We didn't even have that back then. And it wasn't some short ride either, okay? It was like a 40 minutes of battling up and down steep hills to get to and from my school. And you guys don't do that, right? You guys must be nice. Must be so nice, your little mommy. School bus picking you up from your home every day.
Yeah.
It was banger. I loved it.
You know what's funny? My school was literally like 5 minutes walking distance, by the way, and I still drove.
You drove?
That's insane. Wasn't your school literally in your house, bro?
Whoa.
And he still drove. So I drove my little bicycle home, and when I finally made it, I was exhausted. I parked my bike and basically sleepwalked inside.
Wow, someone needs to get more athletic.
I was still daydreaming of how good this summer vacation is gonna be. Or so I thought.
Uh-oh.
So as soon as I walked inside, my mom was waiting for me. Like a hostile mob that spawns as soon as you enter the house.
Hostile mob? Is that the way you talk about your mother?
Whoa, finally summer vacation. I needed a holiday, low-key. On God, for real, for real. What are we all doing this break? And she just smiles at me evilly with the biggest grin on her face.
Uh-oh.
And she says, vacation? Who said you are going on vacation?
What is this, a witch?
That's insane.
Me and my dad have been thinking about what you should do this summer, and we really think it's time for you to finally get a
Don't say it. Let me take my earbuds out first.
G-O-B.
Oh, no.
How old are you right now?
18.
Dude, this is like peak summer, too.
I know. It was like the last good summer. So I looked at her and it clocked into my brain. Job? What do you mean? It's summer vacation. And my mom answered, yes, you are gonna get a job because you're broke and you need to start being able to take care of yourself at this age. All my dreams of being a 40-year-old neckbeard in my parents' basement are suddenly dead.
I'm pushing 40 and I still can't take care of myself.
Instead of hanging on the couch, watching shows, playing video games, I actually have to go to W-O-R-K. Day in and day out for the entirety of summer.
I just want to scroll and watch incredible gassy memes.
That's the peak life right there, bro.
I asked my mommy, what job were you thinking of?
18-year-old at this point, by the way.
And she snickered and said, well, glad you asked, as she pulls
Oh my God.
a sheet of paper behind her back.
This is so scary. Why am I scared?
I think this will be a really good job for the summer. Look how much it pays. I'm reading the paper. Machine operator for local bottle factory.
Yeah.
They wanted to pay me 1,200 euro for 2 months of work every day at the bottle factory. My entire summer will be spent inside some giant metal prison operating machines.
For 1,200, bro. Go mow some lawns.
I feel like a judge has been giving me life sentence. The whole world starts to turn black and white, but my mom was right. I was a broke boy, I admit it. I had no clout, I had no drip.
No women, no drip.
No ice on the wrist.
And I needed to earn some cash. After picking up the pieces of my shattered heart from the ground, I told my mom, okay, let's just try this, alright? What's the worst thing that can happen?
It's gonna be so bad.
Those were the words I should have never said. These next weeks of my life, I'd go to hell and back. It was Black Street. Beep, beep, beep. Alarm goes off.
You're not in a coma right now, bro.
5 a.m. sharp.
Are you serious?
It's the first day of my new job. I look miserable over my alarm clock before turning it off and melting out of my bed to a puddle on the floor. As I try and wake up my limbs, bone by bone, you know, you like get off your bed and you're like shaking low your legs. I put on my work uniform. I have required an outfit I need to wear each day, which is a long sleeve top, long pants. It's very important, they have to be long. And these shoes, these steel toe boots. And they're the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn. It literally feels like you're walking inside of a brick. So I finished getting my new prison uniform on and combing myself till I look all polished and handsome. I had my cereal. I swear I didn't even have any taste that day because there was no joy in the world for me to enjoy my breakfast.
You really did not like working here.
Wow.
But I was not gonna be late on my first day on the job, alright? So I jumped on my little bicycle and I started cycling to work. Like a real blue-collar worker, a real man. When I started getting closer to the area, I was looking around since I had never been at that place before. And all of a sudden, I cycle around a corner and I saw this ginormous factory. It looked like a nuclear power plant where Homer Simpson used to work. Comically big sign on the front saying bottle factory.
Oh, so it's real. Like, this stuff is real.
I'm feeling like an ant compared to this place, and I park my tiny little bicycle next to the door. I walk inside, and there's a man standing in full suit and tie with a clipboard and a big smile on his face. Welcome to the first day at the bottle factory, BLAZA. It's so great to have you here. We were really starting to get short-staffed around here.
I wonder why.
For an oddly specific, undisclosed reason that I'm not allowed to tell you. Okay, so how does it work around here? What do we need me to do? Oh boy, let me get your safety gear and we'll jump right into the work floor. As he jumped into another room, I thought to myself, safety gear? I thought this was a bottle factory. Like, how dangerous can this be, right?
Just making bottles, right?
While I'm standing there waiting, it sounds like I'm about to walk into a saw trap or something. I can hear these machines, like metal banging. I can hear a couple people screaming, and I hear muffled voices yelling somewhere.
Who's screaming at the workplace?
I don't know. I don't know what is screaming. Eventually, he busts back through the door with a blue jumpsuit, safety goggles, and a big pair of headphones.
Like bigger than Nabway's special headphones?
Okay, bro.
Now, I've done some serious gaming in my time, okay? And I've never seen anything like this. They were like industrial strength, noise-canceling headphones.
Ooh.
Here you go, little BLAZA. How about you put this on and we'll get you right to work.
Uh-oh.
So I like hopped around one leg to try to put this jumpsuit on. Fall a couple times on my face, of course, because it's very slippery there. I have to put these protective glasses on as well. We all good? Does everything fit? I'm all good, I said. But do I really need these? As I'm holding up these ginormous headphones, he said, as he walks to the big glass door, he tells me, yeah, you might actually want to put those on. And the second he said that, he rips the door open, and in my ears instantly starts ringing, okay? It's literally a flashbang in my ears, like, clack, clack, clack.
This sounds very healthy.
I had no idea these machines could be this loud together. I instantly put on my ear protection, which helped a lot, but I can definitely still hear the machines.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's me, Santa. I am real and definitely not lying to you. I hear you've been pretty bad this year.
The heck is up with that, man? You're gonna get so much coal, actually.
But don't worry, I can help you with this. How about you be a good boy and go to Socks That store? And under the tree, you're gonna get presents of comics, socks, hoodies, everyone's literal dream.
Right this way! The guy screamed at me. I could like barely hear him.
You don't hear anything.
He walks towards the back of the factory, passing all these machines everywhere. I look and see other workers walk around in the same blue jumpsuits as me, and we finally get to the very back of the factory, and he puts me behind the bottle organizing machine.
No.
What a beauty. The machine which I worked on, it was like the most crappiest old machine you could imagine, right? Like rusty. They must have been from like the 70s or something. And the way it's like fueled, he's like fueled by little plastic balls, okay? You have like little plastic balls that go into the machine, and the machine melts the balls. And then it molds into plastic bottles.
Me and Nabway are gonna hold our hands and we're just gonna put it in here.
Oh my god.
So it goes bottle by bottle by bottle, and they get over the band, pew, 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 and they all like get together in batches of like 12 or something. That's where I come in.
Uh-oh.
So then they slide into the belt conveyor. That's where my super important, vital job comes in. The guy explains to me that I had to quickly grab all these bottles out of the conveyor belt and store them into a big box. Because the conveyor belt doesn't stop, right? I have to grab them, put them in the box, and grab them and put them in the box, grab them and put them in the box. He showed me how it was done and said, all right, you're good to go. You'll be standing here till 5 p.m.
What?
And you get one lunch break at 12.
What?
That's it?
And he zipped away like a cartoon character.
Where's my YouTube break?
I stood there in shock for a second. Did he just say standing here until 5 p.m.? It is 6 a.m. right now.
Joe.
Those are 11-hour days.
That's not a 9 to 5.
Every day for the next 12 months.
Bro, I would quit right then and there. There'd be no way.
I think to myself, it's gonna be okay. I got this. I got this. I will earn some good money, alright? At the end of this, it will all be worth it.
It would not be worth it.
You should take some notes here. This is how you become a real man.
Well, I'm a real man. Have you seen my muscles?
Oh my god.
Have you seen my muscles, guys?
Let's get the microscope out.
I was hyped up, guys. I started packing my bottles very slowly, hour by hour, box by box. My eyes go blurry, and I'm just moving like I'm part of the machine. We were like fused together at this point. It was like a couple hours. It felt like about 2 years, okay? Just sitting there. No form of entertainment. I couldn't talk to anyone because it's super loud, everything. It was just me and the machine. And all of a sudden, I hear a loud buzzer. Burn! Oh my god, finally, my day is done. I think to myself.
Nope.
I grab my phone and I look at the time. 12 p.m. It's lunch break.
Nah.
All right, I'll go get my lunch. A singular tear rolls down my cheek. I make my way to the cafeteria. It's like in the middle of the factory. And I walk inside. A pretty small room with one big table in the middle. I look around the table and every chair is taken up by some old farts, bro. Like, I was generally in shock. Some of these people shouldn't even be here. How long have you guys been locked up in here? I'm pretty sure that woman sitting in the corner of the table hasn't been moving since I walked in here. She might actually be dead.
Oh,
50-50.
But I was like, oh, whatever. They probably know what they're doing. They've been working for a long time.
That's gonna be you one day if you keep working hard at it.
I like eat a tiny little bite. Bah! Lunchtime's over.
What? You just got here.
Corpses, go back to work.
The woman of the chair just disappears. She's not even there anymore.
I must have had like a stroke or something because it's already time to get back to work. Fine, I thought. I'll go back to the conveyor belt and keep organizing these bottles. Tomorrow, the things are gonna change. I am not gonna be able to do this for 2 months straight, every single day, for my entire summer vacation.
But Blaza, this is like prison. You gotta like beat up the toughest guy there.
The toughest guy there is a rotting corpse that way. So I worked the rest of my 5-hour shift and finally hear the end buzzer of my shift. I'm now at least 45 or something, but I let out a sigh of relief.
Yep, because you just lost a whole day of your life. You can never get
And
back.
I cycled my way back home and my mom was waiting for me. How was your day, sweetie?
this is all just one day. I just realized.
I awkwardly say, yeah, it was great. I learned so much. Perfect. We're all here. I made you dinner. You better eat up and go to bed soon. You have another big day of work tomorrow.
No, you don't even have any free time?
I can't wait, I said. I spent a few short hours trying to actually enjoy my summer, aka playing Rust, doom scrolling through Instagram.
What? Out of all the games you could have played in your whole life.
I need to get my hours in. I had a great time of blowing off some steam. Then I was ready to pass out early. I was so tired, I felt like the dead lady from the cafeteria. I fell asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. And then maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 seconds later, burp, 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 my alarm is already screaming at me to get up because somehow it's 5 a.m. already. And I crawl out of bed and make myself ready for day 2. I packed my bags and I add a tiny little trinket for myself in there. My AirPods. Something that will save me working through all those hours. Only hearing the drilling machine noises and people scream all day, that was like horror. I couldn't do that for another day.
Where are the screams coming from? We still don't know. Like,
I don't know.
why
I
are
don't
people
know.
screaming at the bottle cap factory, huh?
So I pull up to the factory factory again, and I put on my working gear, my protective glasses, and I slip on my AirPods instead of these giant factory-wearing headphones. So much more comfortable too. And I walk up to my machine, started working with a big smile on my face. Ah, what beautiful melody should I be playing this fine day?
You don't want to hear the screaming? You didn't like that melody?
Just as I am about to click the button, I got a tap on my shoulder. It is the manager from yesterday with an angry look on his face.
What?
He said, it's against company policy to wear any type of headphones with music. If something goes wrong with the machines and you can't hear anything through the music, it can be dangerous, and I need you to take them out. What do you mean, company policy? I'm not able to hear anything anyway. These giant machines and his that was screaming in the background. I got right up in his face. I was like, listen here, you guys. I'm not able to hear anything. Nothing. There's gonna be no downside of me listening to this music. Or so I thought to myself, because I was 18, I was a little baby, and it was all in my brain. But instead, I just looked at him and I said, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I won't do it again, because I didn't want to get fired my second day of work.
No music?
No music, just screaming. He said, good, now get back to work. I said, oh, fine. I put my AirPods back into the case and had to put on these giant ear protective headphones. I'm ready for the second most painful day of my life. And I had to do that all the way to the other day, the next day, and the next day. Until a complete full week of work. And honestly, I was exhausted. The whole weekend, I didn't even have energy to do anything somewhat fun. And before I knew it, it was already Monday again. I had to do it all over again.
Nah. All of this is crazy, but it's not as hard as our job right now, okay? Because playing games all day, much harder than this.
So I have to do this again and again and again. And 1 week goes by, and 2 weeks go by, and 3 weeks go by. And basically, I was just a robot at this point. I was part of the machine. Then one day, the boss just came up to me, tapped on my shoulder, and he said, hey, BLAZA, we got some good news. I need you to take the night shift.
What?
Since we're short-staffed.
What do you mean, good news?
You can start next week. I thought, night shift? That doesn't seem that bad. I mean, I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. anymore. And I can wake up late and play video games and go outside.
Ah, you can actually see the sunlight.
I know, and then I have to go to work at 4 in the afternoon. At the start of the week, I was on the work floor at 4, having actually a fun summer day. I played some games, I ate some food, I had a good night's of rest. But then what slipped my mind was, wait, what time I actually be free? I will approximately be free around 3 a.m. Ooh. Or like, what? That is like peak nap hours, bro. I can't be working here all night. Oh, no. I am not doing that without some sort of entertainment. I had to come up with something.
This is how the animatronics are made.
Yep.
So I have to make this night somewhat survivable, all right? Otherwise, I don't even know I'll survive this shift.
Yeah, you would literally go insane.
And then this idea popped in my head. Why don't we just wear the AirPods, but put the big giant ear protector headphones over them?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Genius!
That's actually genius.
Finally able to hear my music while working through these awful nights, and no one would know a thing.
No, bro.
Still a terrible time, but it was like doable with my new form of entertainment. And I kept doing this until one day, the boss taps on my shoulder again.
What?
And I quickly, in shock, turned down my headphones through my pockets. You know, when you like turn down the volume real quick.
Yeah.
So I was able to hear him, and he tells me, BLAZA, you have done such a great job this week.
Ooh.
Way better than the other co-workers. As the camera pans to another machine where the grandma is dead. I said, great, is that it? Guess what? I get to be promoted to a new machine.
Ooh.
I said, wow.
A bottle opener.
That is great. Where is it? He said, follow me. I'll show you.
Into the dungeon you go.
I get to the machine and my eyes lit up. This giant, beautiful new machine. 5 times the amount of bottles, glass panels, high resolution operating screen,
Ooh.
a comfortable, clean chair for once.
Really?
Cup holder, camera, 6 screens, satellites, cooler fans, everything.
And then what?
Sounds like Five Nights at Freddy's.
I went from organizing bottles to driving the Death Star, guys.
Oh,
Okay, wait.
No way. Is this how you you got it?
Congrats.
This baby cost us around $500,000, he said. So be careful, all right? I was blown away. He gave me the keys. I instantly jumped and started figuring this thing out, all right? It was basically the same work I had been doing, but just a little more organized, a little more cleaner, more comfortable, and faster. So after messing around with it for a couple hours, making a couple batches of plastic bottles, I love that smell of fresh plastic bottle. This machine was a bit more comfortable to work with, but it also produced 5 times as many bottles. So I really have to up the pace here. As my eyes slowly droop down, I slap myself in my face.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I can't afford to fall asleep here. I got a new machine. These bottles ain't making themselves. All right. All of a sudden, one of the red lights turn on in the machine. Beep, beep. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. I stand up and I take a closer look at the machine. Nothing looks off until I look deeper in the machine. And I see a plastic bottle like, upside down, stuck and crushed in the machine. It's like spazzing out.
Oh, you're about to lose your job, bro.
That's not good. That is, and I'm absolutely not allowed to crawl into the machine because it was a big glass panel and all the bottles were like behind it. And there was like a little slit between that, right? You don't like crawl into it like an idiot, like that guy over there.
What I do?
But I don't want the boss to think I broke the machine either, right?
That's smart.
So I decided a tiny little push won't hurt anyone. And I started shaking the machine a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Nah.
There we go. Just a little bit.
$500 million, by the way.
Started shaking it, nothing happens. I start speeding up the conveyor belt a little bit. Nothing happened. Even trying to stab the bottle with like the back of a broom, but nothing is working. So I thought I'd put the matter in my own hands. I'm too deep at this to give up at this point.
Yep. You gotta break that dang thing.
Yep, I took off my hair protective headphones and started reaching extremely long little arms into the machine and reaching for the bottle, like in between the glass panel and the metal.
This sounds very safe.
My headphones wouldn't fit in it because they're so big, so I took them off, put my arm in there. I am reaching to the bottle. I get closer. I could basically poke it with my finger at this point. I just had to stretch a little bit further and I got it. But right when I was able to grab like the cap of the bottle with my fingers, one of my AirPods slipped out of my ear into the conveyor belt, shot straight into the machine. As I stood there with the bottle in my head, I thought, oh, that ain't good. And then on my right, I hear a beep. And I look at the control panel of the machine. Another light turned red. Another beep went off. Error, error.
So you broke the $1 million machine.
$500,000. So it's not that bad.
Oh.
I quickly got out of the machine. I heard like some kind of scraping noise. And while looking at the machine, another bottle got stuck. That ain't good. All these other bottles, they just kept falling over because I sped up the conveyor belt before. And then another fell over and got stuck. And another one. And another one was just a wave of bottles.
Oh, no.
They formed like a dam of plastic bottles. And before I could even react, it was error, error, error. The machine started beeping louder, faster. So naturally, I started to completely panic. Okay, what else am I supposed to be doing? I'm pressing buttons that I didn't even know existed. I'm trying to stop everything, but nothing was working. I feel like a boomer trying to operate a self-service checkout, okay? Suddenly, I hear another weird sound coming from the machine. And I abruptly, that's an expensive word, I don't know if I can afford that, abruptly look up. But because I was panicking, I looked up so fast, I accidentally hit my water bottle on my desk. I slammed it on accident, and I knocked it over, spilling water all over the control panel. Beautiful.
Why is everything bad happening all at once?
Do you guys know when you get a speck of water on your phone and your whole screen starts spazzing out, opening apps and typing love letters to your school crush?
Yeah.
That literally happened to me the other day with Dad Wade in the hot tub while we were playing Clash Royale.
Now you're blaming your loss that you're so trash on the hot tub water now.
403 to 1, by the way.
The conveyor belt started to speed up. Now it's spitting out deformed bottles. That's not good. I just created a whole subspecies of mutated plastic bottles. I look at the screen. Everything is in Chinese. At this point, there was nothing I could do anymore, okay? I don't speak no Chinese. I'm just putting my hands up and I take a step back. All of a sudden, I feel a strong hand to grip my right shoulder. What did you do? The boss says with the scariest look on his face. I was like, I don't know. I just kind of did that. I missed a software update or something.
A software update?
But while I say that, my other AirPod that I still had in my ear falls out of my ear, and he just dead stared me red in the face and said, "You are so done."
Wait, he didn't even give you a chance?
He put me aside and sat in front of the machine, then unplugging it with a special key controller and did an emergency shutdown. Then his head slowly turned to me and he said, "Blaza, you can't grab your stuff. I do not want to see you here again."
Are you serious?
Actually got fired?
You got fired from your first mistake?
Damn, it's only like $500 million. I quickly grabbed my bag and I sprinted out as fast as possible, not looking back. Let me just tell you guys, I didn't go back to that factory, okay? I don't think that guy likes me anymore.
They fired you like right then and there. It wasn't even some like letter or something. It was just boom, you're fired.
All I heard back from them was a very professional email saying that I was fired and will be sent the money I earned from all those weeks working there, which I am glad I even got because all that money I earned, I instantly invested into my gaming PC.
Ooh.
I could record videos with you guys and I'm actually still... Oh, my screen just went back. Never mind. This PC sucks. And I'm actually still using that PC till this day.
That PC still be going. Oh my god.
Wow.
More of the stories. If you guys need a model, I can hook you up.
So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to go subscribe to BLAZA. Link down below. Check out Success Store and click another video right over here. Bye.